Clark, Ralph, Leona. Leona.
Can you hear me now? Hello, hello. Testing, 1, 2, 1, 2. Hello, how you doing? Hello. Can y'all hear me? How's it going, everyone? It's a pleasure speaking with you guys. Okay, now you can finally hear me. Good, great. This is why I like using Streamlabs, man, as opposed to OBS. Oh, dear Lord. Okay, well, hello, everyone. Now that you guys can finally hear me, this is a pleasure. It's kind of the whole point, isn't it? Boy, oh boy. Okay. Well, to give the abridged version of what I've been saying for the last 6 minutes, it's good to be back with y'all. I appreciate all y'all guys showing up for tonight. I officially have gotten all of the alerts squared away. I was able to import everything from Streamlabs to OBS. So all of the normal sub alerts, membership gifted memberships, super chats, all that type of good stuff will now actually show up on stream, or they should. I tested it beforehand. Everything should be good in that regard. And it's nice to be back with everybody. One of the things that I said was that I wish that everyone who celebrates Thanksgiving, like myself, had a lovely holiday. I certainly did. Spent it with my parents. It was very nice. But it is nice also to be back at home in the apartment with my setup so that we can do some gaming. As far as what we are doing here tonight in Metal Slug Tactics, I have a particular team setup in mind where I want to be able to go through on the highest difficulty that I have unlocked with Clark, Ralph, and Leona, the Ikari warriors. I do really like this setup. I think they have a very complementary skill set, as they should, seeing as how they are all from the same game series together. And this is one of the teams that I've had the most success with. So I want to see if we can get through a whole run, get some good synergies, upgrades, skills going on, and see how far we can get. Because this is a team that I want to talk about in the video. And that's the long and short summary of what we had talked about previously. So thank you for letting me know that you guys could not hear me. I very much appreciate it, because On my end, everything was being picked up, but OBS is stupid, so it wasn't even broadcasting it to y'all, even though the actual audio input and output readouts were saying that I was audible. So hey, cheers to that. Boy, oh boy. All right, let me catch up with chat now that everything is working the way that it should be. Once again, thank you, Moogle Mage, for letting me know that y'all were not hearing me. We all played this game. I have not. I have. It's a lot of fun. Haven't had a chance yet. Metaphor and DQ3 have been consuming my time. I do want to check out the new Dragon Quest, and I want to check out Metaphor as well. There we go. Yep, there's all the notifications. People letting me know that you can hear me. Have I seen the Armored Core preview with Keanu? I have, yeah. It looks real good. I was talking about it briefly on Twitter. It looks phenomenal. I cannot wait. It's going to be so sick. I cannot believe that that is actually an episode of Secret Level that we're getting. It's insane. Hey, Sunraw, it's been a while. How have you been? I'm hanging in there, man. I'm hanging in there. How you doing? Good to have you back with us. Just got back a few hours ago from my family's place where I was celebrating Thanksgiving. It's good to be back at the actual apartment that is home. So glad to catch you live. Been dying to ask you a couple of questions about this game. Oh, by all means, ask away. Ask away. As for what I was doing here, I'm setting up the team. Right now, Clark I have set up with the fired up skill set. The automatic handgun takes damage buffs really well because it fires 2 shots. And then the Gale is just generally good, especially with its all-in skill. And I do like Stargazer for being able to reposition enemies into the firing line. So it's overall a pretty good setup for Clark, who's definitely the most supporting member of the team. Ralph is interesting because he's pretty much good no matter what you're doing with him. There you go. I do really like starting off with Dynamite Punch with his remote punches build. Having the Flying Punch Grenade is pretty nice, and the Punch Packer is also very powerful. And he's just got overall good damage output. Now, what's nice about Dynamite Punch is if you kill a target with it, he gets a bonus action. And it's very easy to get abilities with Ralph that are going to give him bonus damage on everything that he's doing. So it's pretty easy to start stacking up chain kills with this. Now, we could also go with Power Up, which is another very solid option. The Brute Force Handgun is pretty nice, and I do really like the Afterburn. But the idea of having a bunch of AoE explosive damage to synchronize with what Leona is doing with all of her clones seems pretty good. So I think we're going to go with that. Speaking of Leona, we can look at what she has here. I have 3 of her different weapon sets unlocked. And I kind of like her base one the most. Having the basic handgun that has good range and damage is very nice, and the laser rifle allows you to set up some pretty decent kills. Plus, you start off with Moondrop and Hyperfocus, which allows her to just get a really strong clone on the field and start putting together chain damage. Now, we could also go with Burning Light, which gives us the Overkill skill, and which basically is kind of like what Ralph is doing with his Burning Punch, but what it really does is it gives you a bonus move and after image, not a bonus action. I'm also not a huge fan of the Flamethrower and Cleaver combo. Meanwhile, we can come over here to the Molotov Cocktail Light Rifle combo with Team Snipes. And this is a little bit better. I like still having Moondrop. I like still having Hyperfocused. The Light Rifle does deal good damage, and you can deal some good AoE with the Molotov Cocktail. So I think we're going to go with this for Leona. So that's Fired Up on Clark, Remote Punches on Ralph, and Team Snipes on Leona. I think this is going to be a pretty solid setup. Now, we're going up to Lieutenant here. We've yet to clear a run on Lieutenant. I would like to try and clear a full run here if we can. And then if we do, that will unlock Captain for us. So let's get in there.
Let's go.
Cleared the new Ultimate Raid in FF14 yesterday, and now my sleep cycle is completely messed up. Fair enough. Fair enough. I know what that's like for sure. How's the new Ultimate Raid, though? Those are always really cool to see in action. I didn't realize there was a new one out. Okay. So if we want to be able to beat the actual true final boss, we have to start down here in the Soursop jungle and go beat up Picard. So let's go do that. Didn't know there was difficulty after Lieutenant? Oh, yes. The depth of difficulty in this game expands pretty far. Soldiers from the regular army to my samurai brethren. Protect the rebels' glorific mission. More weird summoning chains. Okay, nothing important there text-wise. So, we have to go after Ikari within 3 missions. So the question is, what do we want to do to try and upgrade the team before we get to her? And I think the goal is going to be to go here. We can get coins to be able to get some upgrades at the end of this stage. And then we can also get an arsenal reward if we never have anyone get knocked out. Then we can go here, which is going to give us a weapon restock and an arsenal reward and more coins. Then we can go here. So I think this is going to be a pretty good path to follow. We're going to do it. Definitely better than TOP, I'd say, in terms of difficulty between TEA and DSR, but it's a lot less frustrating. I won't lie to you, I'm not familiar with the acronyms. I don't know that much about FF14, but it's good to hear that it was actually pretty solid for you. Jungle's the hardest of the 3 starting areas for me. I would agree. I think there's a reason that if you want to go fight the true final boss, they have you start in the jungle. Does field dressing with Fio not apply with protection? Because it sounds like it would from the description. As far as I know, it should. That might be a bug if it's not working. Also, what the hell are these? I have never seen these enemies before. Daikoka. It's vehicle and geyser proof. Deals 5 damage in an AoE. Okay. This must be a new enemy for this difficulty level. Alright, well, we have to kill all designated targets and never have anyone get knocked out during the mission. So we have to kill 3 tanks and this grenadier. And it looks like that's it. That shouldn't be too bad. They only have 10 HP. So, we'll see, I guess. Here we go, team.
Mission start.
Okay. So we do have a metal slug here that we can get access to. The question is, what are Clark's sinks looking like? He can hit these guys before he gets in the slug. So that's good. However, I do want to kill this tank if at all possible. We can get good damage on. Maybe we just go for this. So then Ralph can kill her. We can even get... He doesn't quite have the range there. I was gonna say he can get into cover, but... Oh wait. How would this work out? Hold on. So he gets cover, Leona has cover. Oh, I can punch it. Easy. Cool. So now he's going to get another action. And he can throw... all the way up there, huh? Interesting. Let's do that. Let's weaken the Grenadier here. Because we're going to be able to get special ammo at the end of the next mission. So it doesn't hurt too much to use some here. And then now Clark has the opportunity to hop into this metal slug. And he should be able to do a lot of damage here, actually. Or maybe main cannon here. There we go. And then Vulcan cannon here. And Vulcan cannon here. Alright, that's a pretty good clear on the enemies thus far. I don't see anyone getting killed, and we don't have to clear 2 more targets, so we should be done with this particular mission pretty quick. So much room for them to expand the game with content and new levels. I hope it gets long-term support. I hope so, too. It seems like people have been very positive towards it thus far, so I'm hoping that they do wind up sticking with it. Because there is a ton that they can do here. Extra characters, extra stages, extra bosses, all sorts of good stuff. But, of course, it depends on how well it does with the general audience. Higher difficulties might be a real reason to take shelling. Definitely, definitely. I can see the anti-vehicle being very strong once you get to certain difficulties, for sure. Now here, this should be pretty easy because we only have to kill the designated targets. So this Grenadier is done. And then we just have this tank here, which I can very easily clear. Just Clark's Metal Slug attacks. Cool.
Victory!
Very simple. Good first mission. Alright, now the real question here is, what do we get for our first levels? We can get max ammo +3 and slow on Clark. That's fine. I don't like AOES, and impressive gives the unit extra adrenaline, which is not bad. Slow reduces enemy movement range. I mean, if I'm hitting something, I prefer to just try and kill it. Let's go with impressive. Impressive is always good.
You're great!
Ah, now here we have our abilities. Okay. Sidestep on Clark is insane. You gain 1 dodge, and until the start of the next turn, each time the unit is attacked, applies fragile to the attacker, and you get a bonus action. So this is just a free action, so long as you have the adrenaline to use it. You're going to get the ability to negate some damage, and anything that attacks you is going to take extra damage on following attacks. This is a very strong option. It's very easy to underestimate how powerful it is. I think it's probably Clark's signature ability, all things considered. Now, Ralph. Team player, each time the unit participates in a sync, they gain 2 adrenaline. That is very nice. Parkour allows you to hop over obstacles that don't block aiming, which can be very useful for a more melee range character like Ralph. And then Power Surge. Power Surge is definitely interesting. It deals 4 HP of damage over its whole range in the chosen direction, no cover, and burst. So the whole idea here, if we hover over burst, each time this weapon is used, adds the unit's dodge to the weapon's damage, then consumes it. So if you've done a whole bunch of moving around, God forbid you have any abilities to give you extra dodge, that's just going to stack up the damage that this weapon is going to do, and it hits everything in the line that you target with no cover. It is insanely strong. So I think we're just going to pick this up early so we can start building into it. Finally, we have Leona, Beacon. Each turn, the first after image created gains Afterglow. The after image will not automatically disappear at the start of the next turn. This can definitely be hit or miss, because there's plenty of times where you want to be able to put down a new after image to deal AoE damage, and then still be able to attack with Leona. So if you're in a situation where you can't actually put down a new after image and then act again because you have other after images up due to Beacon, it can get very frustrating. So I don't really like to take it. Glint is an interesting one since it allows you to swap positions with your after images, and then also allows you to deal damage to enemies if you swap them with your after images, which can be very nice. And then of course team player, each time they participate in a sync, they get 2 adrenaline. I think we're going to go for this here. My goal is really to have Leona participate in a lot of kills, since that means more after images, and she'll be able to get more adrenaline to use more of her abilities. So, have you had any luck playing with the flame/fire weapons? I find it to be too chaotic and end up hurting my own teammates way too often. I do definitely encounter that. It's not something that's been completely catastrophic from what I've experienced, but there's definitely times where I would prefer to just have a proper rifle and just hit something, you know? Alright, got rebels on all sides, 10 by 10. Oh, yeah, okay. So the Margaret tent mission is available here. I'm assuming that's this. Oh, no, it's not. Interesting. It's an escort room mission. Huh. This? No. Okay, so see, this is a weird thing. This happens a lot. Is it this one? Nope. Where you'll have a special mission that you unlock, supposedly, by moving through a region, and you'll get, like, dialogue from Margaret about it, whatever. And then you actually look at the missions that are available, and none of them are the missions that she's describing. So the mission that we would be doing if we were following Margaret here would be to defend her tent from rebels, but, like, none of the missions that we have available facilitate that, so, like, whatever. We're going to go over here, get our arsenal upgrade, get our strategic asset, and then get more coins. Shouldn't be too bad. We just have to escort Rumi, which is usually pretty easy. Then we need to make sure that we don't have anyone get knocked out during the mission.
Get ready!
Alright, so where is Rumi? Is this where she needs to get? Ah, and here she is. Okay. So let's just line everyone up behind her, because we want to be able to stick as close to it as
Mission
possible.
start.
Hey, Star is here. What's up, Star? How you doing, my friend? Good to see you, as always. Came back from Black Friday with a new elliptical exercise machine. Nice! Very, very nice. I do not have the time nor the money this year to go and deal with Black Friday stuff. But it's awesome to hear that you got some good deals, man. Okay. Now, this rebel is almost dead. And hey, we got enough from Dynamite Punch. Let's go. Kill these guys, get a bonus action. Kill the other guy. Easy. Hey, Michael, how's it going? Good to see you, my friend. Good to see you. Apologies, I haven't been around recently. Just been incredibly busy the last month and a half, 2 months.
A zealous warrior.
And hey, Michael with the gifted membership, proving that indeed the alerts are fixed. Congratulations to the Edge 3 for the gifted membership, and thank you very much, Michael, for doing so. It is very kind of you, sir. Very much appreciated. Good to know that all of my fixes to my alerts are actually working. Very nice. Speaking of Black Friday, now that I think about it, once I'm done with the stream and Jane's done with her art lesson, we have to look for a vacuum online. What are those green things? Were you talking about the poles that were in the fire here? That was just an outline on these poles to show you where the edge of this tile were in the fire, that's all. Alright, Clark, get in there. Leona. Actually have a pretty decent damage for, or a pretty decent opportunity for damage for Leona. And Ralph can go. Nice. So, let's put down Moondrop so we can start dealing some damage to these guys. Then probably execute this guy. Nice. Gotta love the sync attacks, man. Okay. So now I can do another attack. Hit this guy just to weaken him. Good.
A mighty sword arm anchored by holy purpose. A zealous warrior.
We don't have that much we can do with him, honestly, so let's just do Adrenaline. Okay, very good. And then Leona. This should be an easy kill on some of these guys. Although, unfortunately, Clone is actually targeting this guy. Let's just pop the... Easy. Okay, cool. I would have gotten a deal on the machine, but I did end up buying online RPG Maker MZ with some tile sets. Also, any idea of a roadmap for 2025? Well, first of all, I mean, congratulations on your purchases, even if you saved money on one thing only to buy another. As far as a roadmap for 2025, it's tough, man. I have a lot of indie titles that I want to cover. I'm probably going to check out Claire Obscura Expedition 33. And then I actually want to get around to doing more stuff on the second channel, since with work and Japan and the move, that definitely fell off. But I want to play the rest of Aiden Chronicle. I actually own Xenoblade Chronicles 1 now, finally, so I want to put that up on the second channel, or maybe the main channel, I haven't really decided. And then potentially do some more stuff with finishing up some of the other games that are on the backlog that we started and never finished, and continuing to do some more discussion content for games that I love, like Tactics Ogre, T, all that type of good stuff. So, hey, what's up, Grim? How's it going? How you doing, my friend? Rumi's getting there. She took a hit. But the only thing we have to worry about is just having her reach the exit and not having anyone get knocked out. So that's not the worst. Not by a long shot. What we do is we put down a clone here. And then... this guy's weak. We get in cover here. Very easily finish this guy off. Forever and ever playing Iconoclast? We'll see, man. We shall see. These secondaries are making you keep her HP above 10. True. Very true. But that is always brutal when we have to do that. Oh, chat, you know what's super cool? So I came back from my parents' place today, right? And I brought home with me some of my stuff from my childhood and everything. And my dad actually found, I didn't even realize we still had this, our original copy of The Legend of Dragoon for the PS1. How sick is that? I didn't realize we still had it. I figured it was long, long gone. But we actually have it. It's so cool, man. I'm so, so happy about it. I did not expect that to be something that we would still have. PS1, greatest hits, green label, all 4 discs. I'm so happy. I love that game so much. It's super sick. I brought home a bunch of good stuff. I brought home my my PS2, the Super Nintendo. The Super Nintendo has like Zelda: Link to the Past. It has the was it like the Scooby-Doo mystery game? It has a Lord of the Rings game. A couple other what was it, like Secret of Mana? A couple other things. So I brought that back with me. I have like all of my old PS2 Super Robot Wars games. Now I'm able to play them because like I got 3 new ones in Japan. Like all sorts of good stuff. It was nice. It was very, very nice. Ooh, Roomy. Nightmares about doing Meru's high-level combos. Perky step. The one that's ingrained in my mind, or the two, are double smack and cool boogie. Oh, Meru. I never used her when I was a kid. I didn't like the healing magic, and like the hammer was just silly. My team was always Dart, Kongal, and Rose. Sometimes I would swap Rose for Albert, but I loved that team. It was so badass. PS2's put in a stupid amount of work over the years. It single-handedly kept me sane through 2 carrier deployments. Damn. Well, I can't say that my PS2 did that for me, but I have had it ever since it came out. It's been the same PS2 ever since like 2004, 2005. I played Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2, the Medal of Honor games, like 4 or 5 different Super Robot Wars games, Ratchet and Clank, Jack and Daxter. Like, oh god, so much other stuff too. I can't even remember anymore. A bunch of PS1 games, a bunch of Dynasty Warriors games. That PS2 has seen work, man, and it has never once given up on me. It is an absolute trooper. So Rumi's almost there. She goes first, right? Oh no, the enemy's go and then she goes. Okay. So I need to clear out anything that could potentially damage her. So we got to get rid of this guy, and that guy. The sniper, if we're smart about our positioning, the sniper shouldn't be a problem. here with Leona. So I'm going to clone behind him. He only has 1 HP. So actually, hold on. We can do this. We can do this with Clark. This will clear both of these enemies. And then I just have to deal with this guy, and we should be okay. Let's do it. Hey, Leandro, how you doing? I have a Slim I picked up when I joined the Navy. My brother kept our OG PS2. Fair, fair. My PS2 is in use even now. I had the network adapter, so I ended up backing up all my games to the hard drive. Nice. Very cool. Yeah, I still have two 8 megabyte, chat. Two 8 megabyte memory cards. They're packed away right now in the bag I brought home. PS2, one controller, and I have the tool because the PS2 was region locked, right? But I play a bunch of Super Robot Wars games that were Japan only. So years and years ago, off of eBay, or no, a special website actually for it, I got a special disc and a plastic tool. You put the disc into the PS2, and it loads a program that holds on that screen, even if you then go in with the tool to manually pull open the disc tray on the PS2. Because normally, if the disc tray gets opened on the PS2, without you using the button to do so, or even if you use the button to do so, it freezes everything. But with a combination of this program and then this tool, you can physically unlock the disc tray on the PS2, pull that sucker open, take out the disc with the program on it, put that aside, put the region locked game in, close it, manually relock the disc tray, and then hit run program. And it will bypass the region locking on the console, so you can play whatever you want. So that's how I've played every single PS2 Super Robot Wars game that I've ever had on my physical console. It's so cool. I love it. Chat is moving down. Currently.gamer. I feel like on this map you're encouraged to rush the slug with the trampoline, but it's so hard to get to unless you've got someone with movement special action. Is there even a slug here? Oh, there is! All the way over here. I didn't even realize. Yeah, I was just trundling through manual style. I had no idea there was even a slug over there. Huh. They want me to keep my PS2. I should have made so many good games for it. Hell yeah, brother. Is this worth starting now? Oh, absolutely. This game is great. The only thing that you have to keep an eye out on is if you're playing on console, because I'm not sure if the update patches have gone to console yet, and the last couple update patches did have a lot of bug fixes. So I'm playing on Steam, and it's smooth as butter, but like console I think is a little bit iffy still. 8 megabyte memory cards used to cost as much as a full price game. Yeah, I know, dude. I remember from when I was a kid. It was ridiculous. Absolutely insane. Cannot believe that we used to tolerate that stuff. It's nuts. Okay, Leona. So, what can you do from here? So, if you go here, you'll be able to throw grenades. And have you put down a clone so you can hit this guy. Original CFW. Yeah, honestly. Drop him and throw that up here. Ralph will be able to move here. He should be able to punch. Yeah, that's what we're talking about. Nice. Fellow Super Robot Wars enjoyer, I knew I liked you for a reason. Oh, hell yeah, brother. Absolutely. I've played a lot of Super Robot Wars. OG, OG2, Alpha, Alpha Gaiden, Alpha 2, Alpha 3, Z, Z2.1, Z2.2, Z3.1, Z3.2, MX, F, F Final, W, Moon Dwellers, OG Second. Like, I've played a lot of Super Robot Wars. 30th. God, yeah, ZX and T, like... And then, even though they're not actually Super Robot Wars games, I still kind of consider them in the same space. G-Gen Overworld, G-Gen World. Like, there's a lot of good stuff out there that I've played. Absolutely. We can hit this guy here. And we're looking into getting this because I really want to play the international version of FF12, the job system. Oh, yeah. Is that not what they turned Zodiac Age into? I know people have talked to me about the Zodiac Age before, but I don't remember exactly how it functions. How's the Steam Deck faring? What'd you play on it? I played a bunch on it. It's definitely good. I've actually played Slug Tactics on it. That's quite good. I've played Together in Battle from Sinister Design. Excellent on that, even though it has some bugs. Baldur's Gate 3, Super Robot Wars 30th. What else have I played on it? I did some Mass Effect Legendary Edition. I've done some Project Zomboid. There's a couple other things that I had installed on it. Tactics Ogre Reborn is phenomenal on it. Absolutely. It's a nice system for sure. No update yet on consoles? Okay. That's what I figured had happened, but wasn't sure. Totally different, but have you played Gerin's Greed / Gerin's Ambition? I haven't yet. I have not. But I do want to. I'm very, very, very interested in those. Oh, Rumi, I didn't think the sniper would be able to get to her there. I think she's fine, though. Yeah, we're good. 1 HP. Oh, she's not there yet. God damn it, Rumi, just move one step further. You asshole. Shit. Okay. Alright, this shouldn't be too bad, though. We only have to deal with these guys, so that should be fine. Let's move Clark into position here. Move Leona into position here. Summon her clone. Yeah, this should be fine. Then we can move this guy with Clark. Oh, we can't. We can shoot him, though. We can absolutely Call of Duty shoot him, man. That'll deal with the Spearman. The Scout will be almost dead. Leona can finish him off, and Ralph should be able to finish this guy. So yeah, we're good. Nice. All right. So now, if we want to, we can actually leave this guy to burn in Hellfire. So that should not be too big of a deal at all. And then this guy, Ralph, can very easily finish off. So pop him like a balloon. And then I have an action with Leona, so I may as well use it. Just blow this guy up. And there should not be literally anything that can hurt Rumi. We're good. Let's go. Go ahead. Step into that safety zone, ma'am. There we go. Nice. It's okay, though, Elaniel. I got it. We're good. The last hit point is the only one that matters. It's true in Magic the Gathering, it's true in Warhammer, and it's true in MST. It's all good. And we got the level. We got our weapons refilled. Ooh, ultrasound. All enemies gain weak. Reduces damage dealt by 2 for 1 turn. Interesting. But a Slugnoid is really strong. All allies getting protection is also really good, but like the raw firepower of a Slugnoid cannot be.
You're great.
Super lucky it wasn't keeper HP above 10. Well, yeah, if it was keeper HP above 10, then we would have had a very different battle tactic, but it wasn't, so we're good. Let's see. Jump into action is definitely nice, being able to just move to a different tile and get a bonus action. In the ring is fine. It's kind of an awkward skill to use, though. It's not my favorite. And then the Argentine backbreaker, being able to move an enemy, deal some damage. It's not bad at all, but just movement abilities in general, especially ones that are going to be a bonus action, are just really strong. We'll take that. Now with Ralph, we already have Power Surge and Dynamite Punch. So what we want to look for more now is going to be movement utility and things that are going to give him bonus damage. So I think we need Jet Uppercut. I think versatility is really what we want. Because with this, each time you get a bonus action, you get a bonus move. We're going to be getting bonus actions with Dynamite Punch. So we can get a kill with this, get another action, and a move. So we can move into position to try and line up more sync attacks, get more bonus actions through Dynamite Punch. It's disgusting. Definitely want versatility here. Now with Leona. Leona's interesting because, like, you can get skills with her that are complementary for what you're trying to do with her, but it's really her base skill set that matters. So a lot of the times it feels like this choice doesn't matter as much as I would like it to. But, I mean, that just means that she has such a strong base skill set, right? Refraction allows you to move an after image, makes it solid. You get a bonus action. It's not terrible. It's not terrible at all. It can allow you to move an after image into position to get extra bonus damage. What I'm really looking for is the ability that allows our after images to deal AoE damage to everything around them, which is really nice. Refuel allows you to make 2 after images stick around for a little while, which is definitely nice. And it does give you a bonus action. And then Convergence moves an after image in range to another tile in range, becomes solid, and applies Spotlight to all allies within range. So it's basically a matter of, do you want to get Spotlight, where each time the unit is attacked, it redirects the attack onto the ally who applied the status, or do you want to move a target into position and then get a bonus action? I don't like Refuel because I like to run Moondrop, and the only way that you're going to be able to get your bonus action from Moondrop is if there's not already another after image in play. So Refuel kind of runs counter to this. I think we're going to go with Refraction here, so that way we can make a potential target solid and then still get a bonus action. Wild and straight Enders gaming it. I can never. How ruthless. It's the nature of being a Magic player, my friend. HP is a resource to be used. Exactly. Exactly. Alright, Picard. Just have to defeat the boss and destroy 4 idols. Should not be too hard. We've got full special ammo. We've got plenty of revives. We have a Slugnoid. She should not be too hard to deal with here. Tried making Leona work with a bunch of fancy skills, and every time just like feels like Aerie with extra steps and more headache.
Get ready.
Depending on how you're trying to run her, sure. But if you're able to get a setup where you can get a ton of after images online and have them all deal AoE damage to everything around them, it's a very different setup compared to Aerie. Now, as far as what I want going on here, I'm not always a fan of clustering all my units up in one side, but I feel like here it would probably be beneficial for us. So,
Mission start.
She benefits a lot from heavy sync setups and using images more as repositioning tools that draw aggro. That is definitely good, but the thing that I feel like people sleep on with Leona is that you can I would say fairly easily get her to the point where she's pretty much always got max clones online and just able to deal a ton of AoE damage all over the place. It's really not too hard to get online. Maybe we'll just pop this guy. We have the special ammo for a reason. We do not want extra moves climbing all over us. We're trying to deal with enemies here. She looks like a parrot. Yeah, she's got a little bit of that vibe going on, doesn't she? Now. can do this. 11 HP is tough. Maybe we hit him with that instead. So now, Ralph can go for the Dynamite Punch. That'll give him a move. And then, can he destroy the idol? That would be awesome. There we go. Bonk. Nice. So, now we only have to kill 3 more idols. We've cleared a decent chunk of enemies over here. The car is going to shift around as she's prone to doing. Deal a little bit of damage to us, but nothing we can't handle. By far the most annoying of the 3 sub-bosses? Oh, definitely. Absolutely. And yes, I do absolutely agree. Having really only a few active skills and then just leaning into passives that give you buffs for the type of playstyle you want is 100% the way to go. For sure. Okay, so... there's a decent number of enemies around us right now. Nothing unmanageable, though. Now we'll be able to deal a lot of extra damage. There's an idol there. We don't have to worry about where she's targeting with her attack right now, so that's nice. Okay, cool. 2 more idols and beat the boss, and then we are in good shape. Hello, folks. What is this? It looks sick. This is Metal Slug Tactics, my friend. If you like Metal Slug games and you like tactics games, this might just be a game for you. We're fighting one of the 3 mini-bosses at the moment. Holy damage. Ow. God, this guy's hurt. Car. Definitely need to not be in position for that attack. That shouldn't be too hard. Can actually hit that guy. Interesting. Definitely get a bonus action for Ralph here. Can we shoot across? We can hit the boss from here. Nice. Okay. So now I need to get Clark in position, which we can do. Nice. Okay. So now we're going to be in a very nice position to deal some big bosses. Pop this sniper. Or no, just basic rifleman, actually. That way we don't have to deal with him. Then, because we got the extra bonus action with Ralph, we can move. And then probably deal the most damage with this. We can get 10 damage there. 13 damage there. Everyone's going to wind up hitting anyway, of course, but I just wanted to make sure we can maximize what we have going on here. Now, we can get a decent hit in here with Ralph. I wish we could have gotten Power Surge, but we didn't have the move to be able to get enough adrenaline, so we just go with the Punch Packer. That's fine. Bonk. And then Clark can go for the Gale here. Come on. I said hit it. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, I'll take a third of her HP in one round of attacks. That's pretty solid. Car fight is the most lag-inducing. Her AoE attack drops frame rate. I know it's weird. I believe that has been patched on PC. I haven't had any issues with it since the patch. I did have plenty of issues with it before the patch. So hopefully, sometime in the very near future here, we'll see that same patch come to consoles. But it definitely seems like it's something that they've been working on, at least. Only streamer who knows how to play this game in my life seems like way wild. I'm pretty well slapping at it. Well, first of all, thank you. Second of all, I'm glad that I can provide a comfortable viewing experience. This is the type of game that is directly up my alley. Tactics games, strategy games, 150% my thing. It's kind of the whole identity of the channel at this point. So, it's right up my alley, for sure. Now, I have to kill 2 more idols. We only have 1 available currently. We definitely need to destroy it, though. And Ralph is probably the one to do it. Actually, can he throw a grenade high enough for that? Oh, he can. Okay. That's good. I suppose... I know these don't count for Dynamite Punch to get your bonus action, so probably won't mess with that. I could do, though. Let's go like this with Clark. Then, yeah, 2 birds, 1 stone. Consoles have a stupid certification process they need to go through before factory push. Yes, yes, that is very true. I talked about that in the video that I did about the patch for MSD, actually. It's very unfortunate that console publishers cause so many problems when it comes to, like, just letting patches get published. It's really dumb, but unfortunately, that's the world we live in. Okay. That's a lot of damage. Bonk. Bonk. And then we can get in position here. We're basically just using this as an ad clear turn, but that's fine. Any good boss fight pretty much requires that you have an ad clear turn, so not really going to complain too much. Tom is also a superhero when he's not streaming. That's true. I am known as Titanium Legman for a reason. A lot of the others mostly playing it because it was free on Game Pass, not SRPG vets. Yeah, and you like, listen, man, that's good. I'm very happy to hear that. I would rather see more people playing these games than less. Absolutely. Like, you know, I don't want it to be the most mainstream thing ever, because then, you know, publishers tend to get in the way, suits tend to get in the way, things turn into slop, but if we can get a good balance of enough people being interested to have some funding go into it, but it still be niche enough that artists are left alone to actually create the art that we like, perfect. Sounds good to me. And I think that's kind of where we're at right now with strategy RPGs. So the longer we can keep that specific atmosphere going, the happier I'll be. So now I need to kill 1 more idol. If we go here, we should be able to kill this guy. No, we can't. Okay. I want to be able to get a bonus action. What if I go here, then I go here, throw the grenade, or even better actually, hold on, we go here, do the punch, there we go. Because now we'll be able to get the bonus move and the bonus action with Ralph. He can destroy the last idol and still be in a position, I think, to be able to hit the boss for a big sink attack. So. Worst part about the game is the Morden fight. It's really just a reskin of the Dragon Nosuke fight. You gotta fight it 3 times. I don't really agree with that, honestly. For the Morden fight, you have the incubation tanks for the mutant soldiers, which is a completely different mechanic from any of the other boss fights. And whereas Dragon Nosuke wants you to be moving side to side and jumping across gaps, you kind of have like an advancing wall of doom situation with Morden, where you're constantly running back across the field as new terrain spawns and new enemies spawn, while you avoid his attacks, deal with the enemies that have just recently spawned, and then turn around and try to get probably one big sync attack every round of combat. You're not dealing with like the targeted Gatling gun attack where you need to get into cover, your character's going to get destroyed or anything like that. It's much more mobile than Dragon Nosuke is, so I don't quite agree with that statement. Okay, so we can get Ralph in position to be able to destroy this idol. He can toss the grenade in melee range, and he should be able to sync attack the boss, so that is really nice. We can't quite get another kill with Dynamite Punch, unfortunately, so I think we're just going to go for this, clear our secondary. And then that leaves us with Leona and Clark to be able to deal boss damage. Now, Leona needs to move. Or, well, no, actually, she can't move. So she's going to take 3 damage. She'll live that, though, and there's no consequence to her dying. We have revives. It's not a huge deal. So that's not a problem. We could potentially use her to trigger the sync attack. But we get more damage if we do it with Clark. So let's do that. Whatever gets us closer to an FFT remake / remaster. I mean, we know it's happening. There's no denying it's happening at this point. There's been too much direct confirmation. But yes, hopefully sooner rather than later. I was just talking about this with my dad, actually, when I was home for Thanksgiving. Because my dad, for those of you who are newer to the channel and don't know, he is the one who not only got me into gaming as a whole, but introduced me to Final Fantasy Tactics. It is a game that he played when I was like 6 or 7, and I watched him play it, and I got enamored with it. So he and I were gushing about all the different tactics and strategy games that we both played over the years while we were hanging out making Thanksgiving dinner. It was really, really nice, but I was telling him all about all the evidence that we have that an FFT remaster, remake, something is happening, because he was really wishing that there'd be a sequel, and I was like, well, you have heard a lot of information that there might be something new happening with it, and he hasn't really like consistently played a game in a long time. He's been too busy with his business and everything, but he's like, listen, if they come out with a sequel for FFT or they remaster it, like remake it for the PS4, PS5, I will be all over that. So I can only hope that they do wind up coming out with that, because I know more than anything else that my dad will love it, and he deserves it. Hoping for a Front Mission 3 remake like they did with 1 and 2. 3 was the high watermark of the early games. Well, you are in luck, my friend, because they did confirm that Front Mission 3 remake is in the works. They confirmed that actually back when the first one came out. They said that they were 100% going to be doing 1, 2, and 3, and they're doing 3 in the same style as the 1 and 2 remakes. So that should be coming out sometime in the near future, actually. Hey, Gearhead Aniki. Aniki? Aniki! Probably. Anyway, you're like the only dude putting out tech for this game. Do you have any tips for Lieutenant difficulty and higher, struggling to 5-turn Alan first map, for example? I have not actually gotten to the highest difficulties yet, unfortunately, just because I've been too busy with like the holidays and moving apartments and everything. But I do plan on putting out some content about it once we get to it. So I will have to ask for a little bit more patience and understanding, just because, you know, life. But it is absolutely something that I want to cover. So I'm glad that you were able to find the channel, though, because I do plan to try to do something about it as soon as I'm able to do so. Okay, that's a good chunk of damage. Now, pop up here. We are able to hit from here. Nice. Okay, let's go. By the time I get the Morden, I've scaled enough to kill him in 2 to 3 turns. Depending on the difficulty, yeah. Oh, holy crap, chat is moving. Have I heard about the Katakawa Sony acquisition situation? Your thoughts if so? I have, absolutely. And it's tough. I generally tend to be pretty anti-acquisition nowadays just because it really has not gone well for gaming companies that get acquired, unfortunately. I wish that it wasn't the case, but it is, unfortunately. See, I would really rather it was not the case. But there's really not a whole lot that we can do about it at this point, unfortunately. So, if what they're saying is true, and that they're pushing for the Katakawa acquisition to prevent an acquisition by a different and worse company, then, like, fair enough, I guess. It's still not ideal by any measure, but, like, if those are the only 2 options, then sure. I don't want to see so much of the Japanese entertainment industry owned by one company. I just don't think that that's going to be beneficial for anybody. And Katakawa has way too much control at the moment. So, ideally, I don't want to see any acquisition go through. I don't want to see any one company controlling everything, whether it be Katakawa or somebody else. But we'll have to see how it shakes out. Hey, Beanstalk, what's up, man? How you doing? Back in the day when I picked up 2 games from, I think, the KB Toys. One was Dead or Alive and the other was Final Fantasy Tactics. Guess which one I still have. I bet it's FFT. FFT remake would be alright, but without innovation and just better images and artwork, then they better also run the advances as well. So close. I think... So, okay. This is what I was talking about with my dad. Because he was wondering, because I talked to him before about the fact that, like, we've got pretty concrete confirmation that something is happening with FFT in terms of, like, a remake or something. So I think what's happening is Tactics Ogre Reborn was kind of like a test bed, right? Because Yoshi P pushed for FFT, god damn it, Tactics Ogre Reborn very heavily because he loves everything that Matsuno has done. And he's also talked about how he wants to see some sort of revamped project for FFT. I think with how well Tactics Ogre Reborn did, Square Enix realized that they could actually have a very successful project on their hands with, for lack of a better term, FFT Reborn, right? Because if Tactics Ogre Reborn did so well, and so many people who even love FFT had never heard of Tactics Ogre before, imagine how well an FFT Reborn, again, for lack of a better term, could do. Imagine how strongly that could be received. So I think what happened is that FFT Reborn was planned to be out by now. But seeing how well Tor did, they took it back to the drawing board a little bit to really put a lot of time and effort and money into it. Really revamp things, add more content, really spruce up the graphics, maybe add a bunch of classes, add side quests, things like that. Not just, quote-unquote, do the Reborn treatment, where they updated the graphics, changed up some of the mechanical systems, and added a fully voiced script, right? Like, they did a ton of work for Reborn, but it's still in a lot of ways the same game as the PSP release. I think they want to do more than that for FFT. So I think that's why we haven't heard anything else about it in a long time, despite the fact that credible journalists have directly stated that it's happening, and Matsuno himself has hinted heavily about it basically saying I can't state anything directly because of my NDA, but like, so I think that's what's happened. Because the FFT remake, Reborn, whatever it is, was leaked directly alongside Tactics Ogre Reborn, and that leak happened years before Tor came out. Then Tor got announced, it came out, it was everything that we expected it to be based on that leak, and that tells me that FFT Reborn is absolutely a credible thing. I definitely want Power Surge. Give me Power Surge, ability, and give me a Metal Slug. Thank you very much. Okay, cool. Missed that announcement. It was part of the initial announcement of the front mission remakes in general. Okay, let me catch up on chat real quick. Holy. Watching in the background is not playing DQ3 HD2D remake. I do beat Metaphor. Nice. We were talking about that earlier, Beanstalk. I want to play Metaphor and DQ3 HD2D as well, for sure. First started watching your channel because of Unicorn Overlord, so I appreciate everything you've played and covered. Does Metal Slug Tactics have frame drops on PC like it does on console? Also, my first exposure was FFT too. I think that's the starting point for a lot of us. Absolutely. There are no longer frame drops on PC. There were originally, but since PC got the big patch that fixed pretty much all the bugs, I've had no issues whatsoever. So now we're just waiting for that same patch to come to consoles, and then everyone should be good. So if you want to play, you have the ability to play on PC. Maybe you haven't picked the game up yet. Probably the option for it, because we don't know how long it's going to take to be able to get it on console, but that patch should come to console eventually as well. Okay, so it's basically the same discussion from the car. So she's done. First mini boss down.
Enemy sighted.
Slug Tactics is like the perfect blend between arcade and strap for me, so I've been extremely addicted to it. Feels like you have to, once you see it, higher difficulty. Yeah. It's a really well-balanced game, for sure. FFT fundamentally shaped me as a person. I was 10 when I first played it. Dude, same. That's what I'm saying. I first played FFT when I was like 7, after watching my dad play it, and then he had me play a campaign, and he sat and he like walked me through a whole lot of mechanics, gave me a lot of tips and all that type of stuff. And like, for context, like, my dad is a physical laborer, you know? He's a smart guy. Do not get me wrong. But he's been paving and doing construction and everything since he was 16, 17. And that's what he's been doing his entire life. And yet the man will sit down and he'll play StarCraft, Myth, FFT, Warcraft, all that type of stuff. Strategic-based games. Because that's what he loves. You know, I first started playing chess and Stratego and Risk board games because of him. He's an intelligent guy, and he loves strategic-based gameplay, and that's where I get it. So yeah, I would absolutely say that FFT and games like it shaped me as a person because of my exposure to them through my dad. Katakawa has too much control as it is. Sony already owns Funimation and Crunchyroll. They don't need more. Yeah. Could provoke a monopoly lawsuit. Could it, though? Do they have the same types of, like, monopoly laws in Japan? I don't know if they do. Hey, Tenchi, how you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you. Just trying to catch up here. Holy smokes. The more time passes, the more I feel like the leaks were intentional. It's effectively a free announcement without having to show anything. Yeah, it's possible. One change they should make is the random enemies always being at the level of your highest number. If you weren't careful, FFT random battles were PTSD inducing. Dude, yeah. Yep. I remember the first time that I ran into one of the random battles in War of the Lions, where there was like a bunch of level 33 enemies, and then one level 99 knight when I was like level 35. I was like, I'm going to use a mediator skill to recruit him. And I did. And then from that point on, every random enemy was level 99. I was like, I'm not ready for this. This is insane. So yeah, that might be something that they want to adjust, for sure. Okay, Dragon Nosuke, man. I'm glad that they had the patch come out that fixes his hitbox at least, so it's much easier to hit him, but this is still a very scary fight. Fortunately, he's not opening with the Gatling gun, which gives me a little bit of room to maneuver here. Let's get Leona into position. She can't get down. Okay, let's go here instead then. Here. And then Ralph here. Okay. We'll deal pretty solid damage here overall, I would say. Now we bought space. Next turn we should be able to deal damage to Nosuke, I think. Metaphor's fantastic. Had to press on the optional boss. Cheesy. BQ3, they updated, or they upped the cheese on this. Did all the other versions of the game, it was never this bad. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. Curious, are there any games you're specifically looking forward to next year? The strategy RPG scene is looking a little dry. Only if you're not paying attention to indies, my friend. We should be having Dark Deity 2, I think, should be out next year. We're going to have Together in Battle, full release next year, and I believe as well, we should be looking at Gales of Mieli coming out. Potentially also, well, actually, I think the new Grey Heritage should be out next year as well. I think there's going to be a lot of indie strategy RPGs out next year. Beyond that, I do definitely want to check out Expedition 33, and then I want to try to catch up on some of the more traditional JRPGs that I haven't had the opportunity to get to for the last little while. So I think there is going to be plenty of stuff. It's just going to be a matter of, like, is it stuff that's directly relevant to the channel and, like, the style of things that we do here, or not? And that I can't say with 100% certainty. Hands up if on your first playthrough you got your lunch money taken with the solo boss fights with Wheagrath. Oh yeah. The only reason that I didn't get absolutely rocked there is because I had already seen my dad do it. So I knew that there was going to be some bad mojo that was going to be going down. But that didn't make it any easier, honestly. It's one thing to see someone else do it. It's another thing to experience it for yourself. Get light speed if you have the chance to. I've seen it hit up 50 damage at some points. I've not actually seen light speed that often, I don't think. I am familiar with it, but it's not a skill that I've had the opportunity to play with too much. How long are we going to live with these audio tracks overlapping? I mean, I can restart it if you want. I don't mind. To be perfectly honest with you, I don't even have my headset on right now. Just my headset is broken. So. Did that fix it? Let's see. Nope, it's still overlapping. Okay, give me 1 second. This is one new bug that got introduced, which is a little bit of a shame. The audio overlap is definitely annoying. Sorry, I didn't notice it earlier. I just, again, my headset is kind of broke, so I haven't been able to hear it. Okay, here we go.
Metal Slug Tactics.
There we go. Okay, we're good now. Sorry about that. Like I said, I haven't had my headset on, so I did not actually hear that the tracks were overlapping. If it happens again, just let me know and I can reset the game again. No big deal. Alright. So we're at a pretty good damage point here. Just go ahead and hit the Molotov cocktail for now. Move on. About to move to the next stage of the fight. Unfortunately, given the position of everything and where the boss went, I don't think we're really in a position to be able to deal damage to it this turn, which is a little bit of a shame, but what can you do? I would love to try to get there. Could do that. I could also... See, I don't want to give this bonus action, though. I don't want to get anybody blown up by jumping into the boss's attack range here, so I think what we'll do is we'll just try to set up an extra move for Ralph. Here, this lad, move, this lad, boss, and then shoot. Now, can I get Leona into a position where she'll be able to help with the boss without exploding? And I think the answer is no. What we'll do instead is we'll put down another point, deal extra damage. And that's going to have to be enough. But, I mean, it's good damage. Okay. So we're going to lose Ralph next turn because of the, like, damage here. But that's fine. We can get him back up. Not too worried about that. Ah, yes, now the Gatling gun comes out. My least favorite thing about this fight. Okay. Get Ralph up. We can deal a bunch of damage to enemies here, but more than anything else, we have to get the cover. Do that. You don't want to be out of cover is the thing. Maybe what I do is we hit here, we clear a bunch of enemies. Okay. Then we can potentially Leona hit the boss here. I was just trying to see if we could like get Clark in a position where he could hit the boss before he moves, but getting him into cover is the most important thing, no doubt. Okay. This is what's so awesome about Clark, though, is it's really, really easy to get him set up to take basically no damage. It's awesome. I love it so much. It's so much fun. Okay. Okay. So Leona's hurting, but so long as we get out of range of this attack, we're fine. And this means that we have a good opportunity here to deal a whole bunch of damage. Question is, what's the best way to start? I would say put the phone down, toss a grenade. That's a ton of damage is the thing. Let's do this first. Okay. Good. Solid damage. Solid damage. We're getting a little low on ammo, but if we wind up in a position where we need to, we can use our Slugnoid or our Metal Slug. If we can avoid doing so, I would certainly like to. But we will see what the boss allows. This is the big thing that I don't like about the Molotov cocktail and any other flame weapon is it's like, cool, I used my sync attack and now I'm on fire. Great. I can't say that I'm a huge fan of that one. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, let's just reset this turn. Okay. So now, let's try this again. Okay. To the next stage. Fire ends up being half negligible if you account for dodge. I mean, on the one hand, sure, but you don't always have the opportunity to be able to get the dodge that you need to specifically avoid the damage from your own fire. You know? Not always a reasonable position to be putting yourself in. Can it work out? Sure, absolutely. But certainly not always, I'll tell you that much for free. Big punch. The thing that's tough is we haven't had the opportunity to be able to get any real extra damage yet, which is a little rough. So how are you serious? I'm not hitting this guy right now? Now I certainly can, and we will deal a lot of damage as a result, so let's go for it, even if we take a hit in the process. Yeah, flame weapons can be very, very touchy, and I am certainly not always a fan. Flames OP, if you set a fire and move an enemy into it, they take 3 damage, and on their turn they can over 3. For sure, for sure. But when you have a game system where you want to be able to set up as many sync attacks as possible, having a situation where your own sync attacks may very well wind up setting fire that is going to cause more harm than good for you, not always the best situation to find oneself in, you know? you make Leona even work, her clones only deal 2 damage. That's true, but with enough of them, that 2 damage stacks. And then, if you get the pretty common ability to make it so that they deal their 2 damage to everything in their area of effect, they become very scary very quickly. Yeah, like Turtley Duck is saying, exactly. So now... See, now this is an awkward situation because of where the Gatling is going to be hitting. I need one more turn here before we can really set up the hurt. But next round, we should be able to bring the boss down. Plus, you'll almost always get one for free due to moon drops low cost. Yep. And yeah, as Gearhead is saying, Leona with moon drop setup is just having her stare at every enemy possible or force group sync attacks. You just start clone maxing. And yeah, exactly. If you get the skill that makes like her first clone become solid and last a turn, it can be very annoying because it makes it much harder to like set up multiple of them every turn with Moondrop. But yeah, like you're saying, it's definitely workable. No doubt about that. So we've got Power Surge. Now we just get these two in position. We got a clone up, and we should be done here. 8 damage there. Okay. So 8 damage. Do we really not have it this round? I figured we would, but I guess we don't. We really don't have any damage upgrades right now. But I mean, still, that's fine. That's a huge chunk of damage with one attack. If I get in a Slugnoid or tank this turn, do I avoid death? I mean, we avoid death regardless. I don't think we even need to use them. Like, Leona will go down, but that's fine. Between Ralph and Clark, we can deal enough damage to it to win, so we're good. I was just curious how it would work. If the Slugnoid of the tank gets destroyed while you're in it, your character still wins. So, it would not work the way that you're thinking, I don't think. Alright, so now, just like move Clark over here. We have him, well, he can only jump in straight lines with this. That's annoying. There we go. So now we do this. And then we do this, and done. Victory! Woohoo! I do love this team, man. They're just very, very versatile. It's really nice. All right, what do we have here? Ooh, versatility is really good. Because, again, we've got jump into action, which gives us a bonus action, which would also give us a bonus move. That's a really strong ability here. Cooperation. Each time one of the unit's special actions triggers synchronization, the unit gains a bonus move. That can happen, because that will trigger with Stargazer, but we haven't been using it that often for that effect. And then Thrill Seeker, each time the unit is attacked, they gain 1 adrenaline. Give me versatility. Just the sheer power of triggering a bonus action and getting a bonus move is insane. Mobility is so important. Parkour is probably going to be what we go with here, just making it so we can jump over obstacles. That's really, really nice. Overhead is good too for being able to move, but you need adrenaline for it. Like, parkour just lets you do it. So we're going to take that. Oh, there's light speed. Okay. Yeah, and other options are overkill and flare. Flare I still don't think even works right. So yeah, give me light speed, absolutely. Get a bunch of clones and then deal bonus damage for them? Hell yeah. Absolutely. Love that shit. Okay. So now we're gonna want a skill upgrade if we can get it.
Hey!
So, Dynamite Punch 2 is nasty. Going from 3 HP to 4 HP is a definite difference maker. Makes it a little bit easier to get kills and get bonus actions. Stargazer 2, kind of the same thing. Going from 3 HP to 5 HP of damage and extra range is definitely really nice. And then jump into action, having more distance. Like, it is nice. You get a bonus action and a bonus move. We already have the ability that gives us a bonus move now. So, I think we go with Dynamite Punch 2. Get a call for tonight. Have a good night, Tom and chat. You as well, Star. You as well. Thank you for being here, my friend, as always. Always a pleasure to have you, sir. Max is out at 5 damage per clone, by the way. That is good to know. Thank you, Gearhead. Strategy RPG with Street Fighter characters. Dude. The gooning that would happen over Chun-Li in such a result. Oh, boy. Jump 2 also turns it from a line to a grid. Oh, wait, does it really? Interesting. That is not indicated here. Huh. See, that makes me consider. But just that extra point of damage on Dynamite Punch is so huge. I have to go for it, man. It's just too good. Okay, so we have 20 coins left. Can we get any good weapon upgrades? Good maybe here is a relevant question. We could just buy a ammo refill, honestly. Might not be the worst idea, but there's a pretty good chance we'll get one on one of the missions that we go to. No cover on the grenade, weak on the grenade, slow. Hey, that is nice, but like, I think we save our coins. Let's go.
Let's go!
Okay, next up, the Harkonnen Tombs. We have to go beat Alan O'Neill. All right. Slow reduces the move range of enemies. Sort of already exists with Project X Zone, but I wouldn't call that game tactical. Yeah, that's more of a Super Robot Wars style thing. Not quite to the same level here. Oh, this is a different discussion. Not too worried about the supernatural side of things, Major. Worried? Me? Oh, of course. Not in your vocabulary and all that. I think I'll be fine, thanks. Well, aren't you the tough one? Thanks, Margaret. Flirt with my officers in your own time, please. Okay, so... Oh, this is diabolical. Oh, that's rude. shit. Okay, this could be a problem. So, if we want to try to fight the true final boss, we have to kill O'Neill here. The problem is our 2 special weapon refills are all the way on the far side of the map. So we can only get one of these or go fight O'Neill. That is unfortunate. So I think we're going to have to rely on the arsenal rewards and get some extra reinforcements. We could get another strategic asset, but just upgrading what we have would be good. We do have 2 slugs. We have a slugnoid and a metal slug. So we can use those to our advantage in the boss fight, even if we don't have any special ammo. So it shouldn't be too problematic. I think we go. Kill all enemies and take less than 7 HP of damage. That should be manageable. The Ikari warriors, you don't need secondaries. Need, sure, but it's always nice to have the extra little bit of wiggle room. You know? What are you? Gatling soldier. Damage 4, hits 3. Yikes. Oh, shit. That's a lot of damage. Okay, 9 HP as well. That has to die. Oh, my lord. Okay. Okay. So, that's going to be fun. How do we want to set up to be able to drop that turn 1? I think the easiest way to do so would be to have Ralph position here. We could have Clark and Leona then position on either side to drop this guy. That should
Mission start.
All right. Ralph here, Clark here, Leona here. That's a good chunk of damage. We do have some options as well. Cool. Little rage never hurt anyone. Indeed, indeed. I have a Leona clone. I won't quite have the adrenaline that I need to jump and then Stargazer. It's a shame that Stargazer is directly adjacent to you, but not terrible. Okay, that's 6 of the 7 HP of damage that we're allowed to take. Now, I don't know how this interacts with slugs. I'm assuming that the damage that you take on a slug still counts, right? I would imagine. Now, if these guys can't get up to me, hit. Damn it. Ah, the sniper. Annoying. Alright, well, we don't need the revive, so it's fine, but fun with the game, been summoned for some weekend coops, but it was good hanging out with you boys and discussing some gameplay. Absolutely, Aniki. Have a good night, man. Thank you for being here. Hope to see you around. And enjoy the rest of your night. Alright. Yeah, of all the objectives to not be able to get, like, not being able to get... Why can't I start using it? I should have plenty of different ones. Because I have 12. Not being able to get the revive is fine. That's really not a huge deal at all. So, I'm not too worried about that. As long as we can bring down everything we can bring down, it's not a huge deal. The Ikari warriors so much though. Just be like, yep, all right, and now we're going over here, and now we're going over here, and now we're going over here, and we're good. If we can jump all over the damn place, it's so much fun. Just need to get this guy, and we're good. Let's go. Alright, so extra range is not terrible. Again, I don't like AOES. And Swift, each time the unit contributes to a frag, they gain a bonus move. I'm gonna reroll these. Okay, range -3, hits +1. That's interesting. Shelter, while the cover is behind, or attacker's behind cover. +1 damage dealt. That's not bad. And then Swift again. I kind of like range -3, hits +1. Because, like, that's just 3 extra damage. Not terrible at all. And Leona is typically in pretty close range anyway, so I think we picked that up. Okay. So now we can come over here. And once again, kill all enemies and take less than 7 HP of damage. Okay, let's see what we can do.
Get ready!
Oh my. That is a lot of enemies. Okay. We might actually use our metal slug here.
Mission!
Just to try and deal with some of this nonsense. So put it here. And you in. Main cannon. We will do main cannon in a second. As soon as I have people lined up to be able to deal damage. You sync with this, right? Yeah. Bonk. 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 Okay. Now that is what we like to call progress. Not a huge fan of the fire here. That's always the problem. Ralph should be fine. But okay. Okay, so the slug taking damage does not count as us taking damage. That is extremely good to know. That is huge.
Victory!
So we used our slug, but I don't think that that's going to be a huge deal. I think the slugnoid itself is going to be more than enough to be able to deal with O'Neil. Oh. Max ammo +2 in Brawn. Each time this weapon hits at least 2 enemies in one attack, unit gains 2 dodge. That is really nice. Instigator 2. Each time this attack triggers synchronization, +2 damage dealt by synchronizing characters during the attack. That is huge. An impressive 2. Each time they contribute to any frag to any unit, they gain 2 adrenaline. Give me Instigator, man. Once we have special ammo, that's going to be such a huge damage multiplier. And you get a heal. Alright, so now we have a heal and a slugnoid for O'Neil. That should not be too big of a problem. Come on, boy! Let's go. Come on, O'Neil. Show me what you got.
Get ready!
Alright. You can actually get behind him. The issue is his flag bearers are positioned on 2 opposite sides, which is a little aggravating. We can put Clark and Leon on one side and Ralph on the other.
Mission start!
I wonder if he's related to April O'Neil. He might be. I can see April slinging around a giant, like, M40 MG. There. See, I would love to be able to get Leona in position to actually hurt this guy, but really can't, unfortunately. Now, that said, we can get a clone, which is pretty great. And that would allow us to get the kill here. Let's do that. Getting rid of these flag guys, especially the ones that give O'Neil free cover, massively important. So huge. Alright. Dodge, so we can apply weak. Start dealing damage. There'll be a ton of damage because we don't have freaking special ammo, but it's a start. Now, if I do this, and get in it. Nice. Okay. Now we'll have the fire damage. We'll have a bunch of slugnoid damage. Probably kill Brent here while I'm at it, though. Yeah, this is a good start. I do like this start. Alright, bunch of mooks dead. A quarter of the boss's health gone. Pretty alright. Yeah, plus now he has Fragile on him from Sidestep. Good stuff. Keep hitting them, guys. Keep hitting them. You're doing so much damage right now. You're definitely not hurting yourselves whatsoever. Definitely have to kill that flag bearer. Make sure he doesn't get covered. But thing about O'Neal is you really don't have to worry about his damage too much. It's pretty easy to avoid. So the damage dealing flag bearer, you don't have to worry about all that much. It's mainly the cover guy. If you can get rid of him, then you're pretty much fine. We can go for Vulcan shot. Here. No cover for you, dog. Alright, we've got him almost halfway dead. I'll take it. Love the sound of the Vulcan cannon. Oh, dude, yeah, it's so good. All the sound effects in this are so good. All the music, like, it's just such a good game. I love that we have a, like, good tactics roguelike. With such a beloved franchise, too, that has so much fun stuff to draw on. It's great.
Come on, boy!
Okay. Now. This is going to be a fun one. Have big mummy damage here. You can also get a big Vulcan attack. We're going to want to kill the flag bearer, but we also want to take the chance to deal as much damage here as possible. Just like that. Cool. So now we want to get the hell out of dodge. Throw our head at the guy. Deal more damage. We want to get Clark out of the way so we can start shooting and bring him down. Cool. One more good turn and we should have him done. Really is a great game, and I'm so surprised at middling reviews. I think people are just way too obsessed with, like, early performance, like, actual, like, physical game performance nowadays, especially from indie titles that just don't have the level of resources that they need to always make sure that things are 100% top-notch, which is, I think, just such a shame. Because there's just so much quality. Flag bearer guy, gotta finish him off. So let's do this. Slap. Good. So yeah, you wind up in situations where you have games that are overall very high quality, but like the console performance isn't up to the standard people want it to be on. Which like is annoying, sure, I get it, but like the game functions perfectly fine, right? But people act like it's, like, personally offending them on an emotional, spiritual, and moral level. And it's like, relax, man. It's fine. See you, O'Neal.
See you in hell!
They get stuff fixed. They get it squared away. And the actual mechanics, sound effects, music, graphics, all top-notch. Absolutely.
Victory!
So yeah, I think it's just like performance issues and bugs at the beginning that people got hung up on. Wasn't getting this game at first until I got used to chaining sync attacks together. For sure, yeah, that is the #1 biggest thing that you need to be able to figure out. Once you can get really good chain sync attacks together, it flows, man. It flows so well. Moondrop 2, I'm not really a huge fan of. Like, extra 2 HP on the clone is really not super useful. Having 1 extra range is nice, but like, eh. Sidestep 2, costing 1 less adrenaline. Having extra range. Sure. Lightspeed 2, though.
You're great.
Checking out direct gameplay. I have this game won't be playing until I complete Echoes of Wisdom. I mean, that's fair, absolutely. I think it's very healthy to complete another game that you're already invested in before you start a new one. Definitely. I think we'll just go with Stargazer 2. The extra damage and range is nice. Special Rush. That's... yeah. Yup. Every time the unit contributes to a frag by using a special action, they get a bonus action. So now we don't even need to use Dynamite Punch. We can just use Power Surge and still get a bonus action. Will it be niche? Yes. Will it be useful, though? Also, yes. Not like it's 20 years ago, when once a game comes out, that's it. The core amounts of this game are fantastic. Anything lower than 8 is diabolical for just $25. Yeah, absolutely. Unstoppable. Unstoppable is nice, because the clones then give you extra adrenaline. Flare, I'm still not sure if that's actually fixed. Special Rush can be good, but I think Unstoppable is the way to go here. Leona does really want the extra adrenaline.
Enemy sighted.
I'm gonna run people's emotional attachments. Yeah, oh yeah. Oh yeah. Still have to choose who to give the ring to in UO. Hey, that's fair, man. Absolutely. How long have you been stuck on that choice, and who are your options? Do tell. While you do, I'm going to take a very quick short break and just go and use the bathroom really quick. So, Narciso, if you would like to tell us who you are trying to decide between for the ring in UO, and if anyone else has any other input for really anything in general, by all means, drop it in the chat and I'll respond to it as soon as I get back. BRB! Okay, we're back. Let's see what we have going on in chat here. Moogle Mage gave the ring to Lex. Nice, nice. Base choice. In a busy semester teaching, so I haven't really touched Yo in a while. Really don't have a preference on who to give the ring to. Curious what Lex or Berengaria do, though. Well, I mean, I chose Berengaria. It was a good choice. It was a very good choice. I'm going to make Lex a solid unit. So, basically, what you want to do with Lex is you need to decide if you want him to be the single tankiest unit possible, or if you want him to be a mixed tank and damage over time character. If you give him a weapon that can poison enemies, that can be really nice, as it'll allow him to get around his overall low attack while still making use of his defensive skills. But you may find yourself in situations where he doesn't quite have the defense that he needs to survive certain situations. But on the flip side, the damage that he can provide through poison can be really nice. The other way to make him really, really strong is if you have like a full team of units that are going to be vulnerable to things that can do like direct damage to your backline, like enemy flyers, archers, things along those lines, because he'll be able to directly block those types of attacks. And that can mean a huge boost for durability and longevity for a team if they are going to be overall vulnerable to that type of attack. Oh, Phoenix, you hadn't heard about Unicorn Overlord until you saw us talking about it here? Brother. Absolutely top tier game. Absolutely. Unicorn Overlord is the GOAT, make no mistake. Allow Lex 2 shields like Virginia. It would have been cool if he had his own unique class, but unfortunately he did not.
Get ready.
Okay, we've got some big enemies here. HP 12, damage 5. 100 HP on the boss. Yikes. Got a bunch of other tanky enemies around here too. Yeah, we're going to need to be able to deal as much damage as possible, as fast as possible here.
Mission start.
Easily logged 100 plus hours in Unicorn Overlord. Oh, same. Probably way more than that for me, honestly. Only other game I've done that with is FFT besides League of Legends. Oh boy. I've done that with a lot of games. A lot of games. Destiny 2 for me. Hey, Narciso, let's go! Based as fuck. For all of its problems, I still have so many fond memories of D2, man. Absolutely. Move through with Leona. Should be able to hit both tanks. I basically want to be able to clear both of these if at all possible. The issue is Leona's gonna hit her second. Can I guess your D2 class? But yeah, go for it. It should be pretty easy, though, seeing as how my channel avatar is my guardian from Destiny. Maybe rather than worrying about this guy, we focus all our efforts here. So that they die to the boss. I could even deal some boss damage here. Might not be the worst idea. Now, this dog deal damage to the tank, get our versatility. We still won't kill the damn thing. But we can jump, that'll let us move. And then we can kill something. These tanks, man. Jeez. Okay. Two scary enemies cleared and some damage on the boss. I'll take it for turn. Idle animations are stellar, much better than walking in place. The heavy breathing here is much better visually. Oh, definitely. Definitely. I do really like it. If they ever do Yo 2, would love them to add even more depth to the programmable AI, something akin to FF12 system. I mean, they got pretty damn close to the Gambit system in FF12, for sure. That seemed to pretty clearly be the inspiration. Ow, those tanks. You'll need to recreate the snake enemy in Tears of the Kingdom. That would be dope. You were going to say Warlock, but the Exo makes me doubt it. No, I am a Titan main through and through, sir. Striker Titan for life. Absolutely. Love me my Striker Titans. Titans of all stripes, really, but... I've been a Striker Titan ever since the D1 Alpha. So this thing clearly needs to die. Oh, Leona's saying I'm bleeding very matter-of-factly. Yeah. I did catch that. That was quite funny. You too. Nice! Titans are the way to go, man. Make no mistake. Okay, so if we go here, put a clone. Then pop this. Tank gone. Ralph gets an extra move. He doesn't actually move into position. But 10 damage is 10 damage. Plus the sink, yeah. Not terrible. Not terrible. I will happily take an extra 10 damage. Lieutenant is no joke. Oh, no, definitely not. But, I mean, I think we're managing, though. Plus, not for nothing, we haven't had any special ammo the entire time. Certainly does not help. Well, may as well build up what adrenaline we can. We'll wait until next turn. We do have the heal if we need it. Oh boy. Okay. This tank is going to lose 6 HP from the boss. That should be a big difference maker. You can go here with Clark. You can sidestep, get some extra dodge. Move Leona here. We can put down a clone. And still light speed there if I need to. Get Ralph into position to help. We'll heal. I think we do have this. We only have to drop it low enough that the boss kills it, which we've now done, so that's good. We like these dogs. And Ralph takes some damage here. Okay. Tank pops. And that's going to clear a decent amount of space for us to start going after the boss. The dog death does definitely sound realistic. You're very, very true on that. Now the annoying thing is, I don't think we can successfully light speed the boss here, but we can light speed the Cerubia, which is not a terrible option. What we can do is we can kill that dog. We can deal some boss damage. Oh, I can light speed the boss. Oh yeah, screw the tank. Hell yeah. I didn't realize that. Cool. Because that tank's going to be dead in turn. Oh, no, it's going to be dead now, actually. Oh, wait, it was able to attack. Oh, weird. I thought they had to attack in the direction that they were facing. Fair enough. That was a misunderstanding on my part, then. Either way, though, not a big deal. Get everyone into defensive positions. In our turn. Keep our adrenaline stacked. Moving on. What are you? There's been so many new enemies. Bradley. Damage for vehicle delayed projectile ignore obstacles. Okay. Well, now that is very interesting, isn't it? Huh. And it hits us wherever we go. Uh-huh. Huh. So, we obviously have good opportunities for damage output. We also obviously need to get rid of that Bradley. There is no way that we can suffer that witch to live. Absolutely not. I think we take this chance to do a whole bunch of diamond punches. Okay. Not what I expected to have happen there, but I will take it, honestly. Gives us the ability to move. Am I able to hit the boss from this? I'm not. Able to hit the tank? I'm not. I can hit the boss. Let's go. Nice. That's the damage I need. Has my tier list changed at all since putting more hours? Not really, no. Honestly. I've been seeing rumblings that Nadia is actually extremely high tier. I don't know that I believe that right off the bat, but I mean, it warrants experimentation. I just haven't had that much time to play, so I haven't really had the chance to experiment with her, but I do want to check it out, because, like, it's actually that good. I mean, I'm curious as to what makes her so good. such a rude place for this tank to position itself. Really. Such a rude place. Unfortunately, I really can't put Leona in a position that will help her, like, at all. Now you gotta kill this damn thing. Okay, so that'll... Ralph can move. So he won't get the adrenaline that he needs then to be able to trigger Power Surge, though. We can still hit the boss, like, we'll still deal some damage, just, you know, nowhere near the amount of damage that I'd like to be able to drop. We can put down another clone, which will help, but only by so much. She's definitely my least played character so far. Also, anyway, you can turn the music down a bit. Hard to hear you over the dope-ass beats. Sure I can. Absolutely. I've just been leaning back a little bit from my mic, so... Try that. That should be better. What makes Nadia so good is the extra units she puts on board and just how many free actions / moves you get with Dynamite's passive. Yeah, I mean, fair enough. Fair enough. I don't like basically the anti-synergy that she gets with Gunbot. So that kind of turned me off using her initially, but not to say that she isn't actually good, you know? Well, there's plenty of cover to be taken now, and we can actually even get a little bit of damage on, which is nice. Hey, we can actually deal some damage here. How about that? Nice to be in a position where this isn't a completely wasted turn. More tanks. Ugh, gross. Okay. So, we do have a really good platform over here to the side, but we know these tanks are super, super dangerous. So we do need to be able to kill that ASAP. Tank dead. That is huge. We can deal a good chunk of damage to the boss now, which is nice. I guess I can just pop this guy. I would really rather have just killed with Dynamite Punch. Because of the cover, we're not going to be able to. Unfortunately. So let's just pop and get him out of here. And that does get us another clone still. Okay. And because it died, and it was a special action, we still get to move Ralph. Oh, boy. Okay. Yeah, this is going to be a big... Yeah, baby. Big damage. Big damage. Let us go. God, I love Leona. She's so S tier. Beautiful. The damage output with the Ikari warriors, man. Absolutely nuts. One more good damage turn like that, and we are done with this boss, man. Okay. Now, the question is, can we kill the boss this turn? Do we think it is possible? And I feel like the answer is probably yes. Because, like, we can throw the mummy head. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we already almost have it dead. Throw the mummy head, light speed, done. Easy. Easy game, easy life. Alright, and then any attack will finish it off. Boom, Diata. Nice. Dunzo, baby. Gotta love the Ikari warriors. They just have so much damage output, dude. It's awesome. Okay, we have 35 coins. We could get Stargazer 3. The damage is good. Jump into Action 2 is also good. But I kind of want to just knuckle down and get the special ammo refill. I think it's worth it. We just went through a whole stage without having any special ammo. I would like that to not be the case on stage 3. I think that would be pretty optimal if we could have that not be the case. So let's get that. Thank you. And the Rossi implants. Each time this unit contributes to a frag, reduces the cost of their special actions by 1 until their next use. Right. I mean, that's just good. We would have to sell 1 upgrade to be able to afford it. We could also go with Instigator. So we deal 1 damage with everyone when we initiate with Ralph. But only with his grenade? Which is not really what's happening most of the time. Whereas just making it cheaper to use his punch and everything. That feels like the right choice. So do get rid of impressive. Done. Easy choice.
Let's go.
All right, onwards we go to the Argon Palm Desert. All right, now if you guys will excuse me for just a moment, I need to quickly run to the bathroom. But then we will continue, so don't go anywhere. I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. Sorry about that, guys. I think something about our dinner tonight disagreed with me, so. But, we're back. Good. Let us continue, shall we? We have to make our way through the desert and go deal with a certain cowardly bastard. Now, the good thing is we have full special ammo. The annoying thing is the game is offering us full special ammo. Yes, of course it is. Why wouldn't it? The other option that we could take is we could go to the left here, and we could get an extra arsenal upgrade and a strategic asset, which this should not be too hard. Kill all designated targets, get 5 frags with Ralph. That's not difficult at all. We get that, then we can come here, get some coins, get a refill, go after the boss. So I think we'll probably do that, honestly. It should be pretty easy to get through here without burning too much special ammo before we get to the boss and then the boss. So let's go here. Oh God. Okay. 13 HP Gatling Soldier, 11 HP Gatling Soldier, 9 HP Scout, 5 HP Scout, and 6 HP Grenadier. Those are all of our designated targets. And there's a lot of spooky enemies along the way. So this is going to be interesting. And we're forced to start split up. Yeesh. Alright, I think Clark goes on his own, because he has the best movement capabilities out of the group right now. Then these two go over here.
Mission.
Stay hydrated. No, I'm good. I will. Just gas. Just discomfort, you know? But I will live. I've dealt with far, far worse in my time. So you contribute to 5 frags with Ralph. I guess on specified targets, probably. I mean, he can move super far, so that's not too much of a concern at all. And Leona can move here. She can put down a clone. Can get a big punch here. Nice. Okay. Then we can go for a grenade here. Now, so see, okay, interesting. This is saying contribute to 5 frags with Ralph, but it's counting down from 6 total. I thought it was saying that there was 6 possibilities left. That's odd. That is very odd. I'm not a huge fan of that, not gonna lie. Well, so it goes. Just get rid of this guy. Cool. But I mean, still, it should not be too hard to get 4 more kills with Ralph. I'm not particularly worried about it. The difference between 5 and 6 is nothing in this game, so. Gatling soldiers can't jump, it would seem, which is good. Yeah, jump into the fire, buddy. It's fine. We'll take some damage here, but so it goes. Oh, no, actually, the dodge lasted. Okay, sick. Okay. What kills can I contribute to with Ralph here? The answer should be plenty. Tactics. That's an easy kill. Okay. Down here. Ooh, very close to being able to pop that guy. Would make another clone with Leona. Don't need to have her attack anything if she's just contributing a bunch of extra damage to the fight. So. And then pop, 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 pop. Nice. Special rush, versatility, etc., etc. Pop this guy. Nice. Yeah, see, Leona is just absolutely insane. I love her so much. She's so much fun. Do we just... Yeah, I think we just blow this guy up. I mean, that's the last kill that we need with Ralph as well. So that's done. Now we just have to clear the last two guys and we're good. Like, we're taking some hits, but nothing that's insurmountable at all. In fact, I bet it's close. Ralph can't quite paste that guy. The hell are you? I've never seen this level of Berserker before. What the hell? Okay, interesting, interesting. Very spooky. What if I throw this lad over here? Okay. Deal 10 health points of damage on an enemy with one special action. Ah, nice. Very cool. Down a bunch of clones. The hell? Why are you suddenly... Oh, that ignores cover. Annoying. Okay. Alright, let me reset my turn here. Hold on. Hold the phone. Definitely a better way of going about this. There is no way you're going to tell me that I can't kill this guy this turn. There's just no way. So maybe we have to do this. Because I can reach him with After Image. If I just get enough clones on the board, then we're good. A clone. So that guy's now dead. And I should be easily able to pop these guys. Oh, yeah. Plus, that'll make more clones. Yeah, okay. We're good. We're good. Just had to figure out the logistics here. But yeah, light speed is insane. My lord. Man, the Ikari warriors are nuts. Like, look at this. See ya. Targets down. Beautiful. Nice. Oh, we get Rossi implants here too. AoE square is also really good, but like reducing the cost of your special actions, man. It's not always going to be the most relevant thing, but when it's relevant, it's really good. Yeah, give it to me. Let's go. Slugnoid. Nice.
Great.
Nice, nice, nice. Max speed can definitely be good. That is a nice one because you can just spam, what is it? Sidestep and just build up your dodge, which is really cool. Unstoppable, as we know, is nice, but not really necessary with Clark. He tends to get plenty of adrenaline as it is. And we're not really set up for Argentine backbreaker, so give me max speed. Killing spree done. +1 damage when you get a kill, when you have an ability that gives you an extra action every time you get a kill, is such a no-brainer. It's unbelievable. Refuel, Prism, just give me Moondrop too. Extra range on the drops is fine. Okay. Alright, kill all designated targets and contribute to 5 frags with Ralph. I'll take it. Easy. If we were able to finish the previous mission, we'll be able to finish this one with the same conditions. Now. Gotta... Jesus. Cerubia, Daikoka, 2 Daikokas, and a Bradley. Gross. So we're definitely going to want that slug. That is obvious. So we'll probably send Clark over there.
Start.
And then have the other 2 start working on assassinating everything that we need to. Goodbye, sir. Alright, so next turn, Clark will be able to get the slug. High level saber thrower, man. Take some cover here. It will certainly not be our most glamorous actions of all time, but we can at least try to deal some damage. Okay. Interesting choice. Dealing damage to his buddy to deal damage to us. I'm not opposed. Not opposed at all. Bradley, man. That has to go. That has to be removed. Not too much damage there because we have good dodge. Okay. Alright, Clark, getting that slug now. That's big. Here and then... Aha! Beautiful. 2 dangerous targets down. Gets us some clones. 3 major targets left. 2 major targets left. Don't think there's anything left for us to shoot here, unfortunately, but that's alright. That's alright. Or no, still 3 major targets left. Here, and here. But that's fine. Now Leona has some clones to work with, though, which is very nice. We do need Ralph to get some frags. The issue is he's not getting much adrenaline, which is really not great. However, nice. That's one of our priority targets. Alright, we could potentially deal some damage here. Let's reset this turn just so we have a little bit more maneuverability. So I do think we can kill a number of things here this turn. Could actually not hit this. I would need to have here, which actually I can't shoot over this. Ah, it's annoying. Okay. It's awkward positioning on this metal slug. I wonder though. Huh. So that creates extra clones. Interesting. Problem is, we're not in a position to light speed anything of importance, or actually anything at all now, so. But can get more clones here. Just get a little bit more damage on something, man, but we can't quite make it happen. Although, hold up. If I punch this man, that gives us another move. It gives us a killing spree. Creates another clone. Aha! Got it. It's all about the finagle, chat. You just gotta play with it. Just gotta figure it out. So now we only need one more kill with Ralph. We do have to kill 3 more designated targets, but well, that comes with time. I say as we just get blown up by tanks over and over. Okay. Holy enemies. All right. This has to get dealt with and fast. So, big main cannon shot to deal with all these guys. I would prefer that Leona not get blown the fuck up by the cannon, though. That'd be good. There we go. We pounce. That's all of our kills with Ralph, and now we only have to take out 2 more dudes. We can get some damage going there. We can put down a clone, make it easier. Okay. Then we should really only need 1 more turn to finish this off. This guy should not be hard to kill. This guy we should be able to get to with the slug, so. Well, not if this tank sits directly in the way, but even then, maybe. I don't think we even have to worry about rezzing Leona here. I think. If we can get here, we can use the main. Oh, we can't use the main cannon there. You rude bastard. The enemy is distressingly good at getting in the way to keep you from getting where you need to go. It's quite annoying, as a matter of fact. Yeah, they're perfectly positioned. What assholes. Oh, annoying. So... I guess I should try to rush and finish it this turn, because there's a lot of enemies that are spawning. Like, a lot. We really don't want to let this linger anymore. So, let's get Leona up. She can finish this guy off. Ralph can go after this lad. And we're done.
Victory!
I would rather use the res here than potentially get both Ralph and Clark wiped on the next turn, trying to preserve it and lose the whole run, you know? AoE large rectangle. I mean, that's pretty good. Max ammo plus 15 is also pretty good, but I mean, that's a huge area of effect. I will absolutely take that. Thank you, sir. All right. Let's go, Mr. Man. Oh, it's a lot of tanks. Jesus. Upgraded tanks, too. I mean, we got to get rid of the Bradley. He only has 50 HP, but he's got a lot of strong guys.
Start!
All right. So first things first, the Bradley's gotta go. Absolutely no doubt in my mind. Got the adrenaline. Okay. That should be enough firepower if I'm doing my math right. I was not doing my math right. Okay, hold up. You shoot here. Good. Then Ralph does his punch. Good. That gets us a clone. Not that I think it's well, actually. I mean, if I can just pop this guy, get him out of the way, I'll take that. It's fine by me. We can move Ralph. Do I care, though? Or do we just take this chance and start dealing damage to the boss? Maybe we just do that. Weaken the tank, you know. Not terrible. We do have a Slugnoid if we have to bust it out, although I would like to save it for the main stage boss. We will see. Okay, that's the main thing. We want to be able to deal as much damage to him as possible before he runs and gets into the middle of another huge group of enemies. That is going to be the big thing. And unfortunately, just getting to him to deal that damage is going to be a huge pain. Do that, though. Give me Leona. Give me Leona. Thank you. Now, there's the advantage of the big AoE. See, I would love to get behind them, but I guess I can't fit back there. Oh, positioning, man. Positioning is tough right now. What can I do? No, apparently I'm just not allowed back there. Understood. Okay. Let's just hit this and see what happens. Okay. Not as much as I would have liked, to be perfectly honest with you. But I can put some fire on the ground. Do some more damage. Not the worst outcome in the world. Don't think I'm killing this, unfortunately. Apparently I can't even hit it. Huh, I figured it'd be tall enough that I could shoot it. That's annoying. Really wouldn't have jumped up here if I had realized that I couldn't do what it is that I wanted to do. Deal some damage here. We're going to get rid of this tank eventually anyway. Okay. We have one revive. We've brought the boss down by a third of his HP-ish. Well, now with the fire, definitely. Lots of lads coming in. Ow. Ow. Okay. This suddenly got bad. Was this guy even here before, or he just spawned and immediately nuke Clark? Because I did not see him down here before. That is bad. That is very bad. We're going to have to use the Slugnoid here. We obviously have to res as well. Ralph is pretty much out here. Not even entirely sure how I get Leona somewhere that's useful. But I mean, put down a bunch of clones, have Clark get in the Slugnoid, kill this stuff, not the worst thing. Deal damage, well, get rid of the cover for the boss. I mean, it could be worse. I'm a little skeptical here of how this is going to shake out. Okay. All right, so we've got HP. We do have the ability to maneuver as needed. I don't think we're going to be able to finish it this turn, but... we could definitely do some work. I mainly want to get Leona in a position, if possible, where she's going to be able to lightspeed the boss. But really, the only way that she can do that is to go here. I'm probably going to need her to lightspeed other stuff anyway. So I don't think we want to go too aggressive here. We can drop that guy. Clark appears to have fallen out of his mech while also being in his mech. That's interesting. We've cut the boss's HP in half. Come on, team. All the way over there, really. Oh, that what the fuck? That destroyed... Hold on. What? I was not expecting that to destroy my Slugnoid. Oh. The Cerubia has shelling. Okay. Well, that makes sense then. Oh, that's unfortunate. Oh, that is very unfortunate. Damn. So that did 12 damage out of the 15 health that our Slugnoid had, and then he threw a grenade at it for 5. I did not realize that these had shelling. All right. Well, that's a learning moment for the future. And unfortunately, I think that's pretty much going to be GG because we don't really have great cover available to us at this point. So I think we're just going to get blown the fuck up. But, I mean, I can certainly try. The issue is there's really nowhere safe for us to go with only 2 HP. We also didn't get the best upgrades, unfortunately. Certainly does not help. Okay, so first things first, I don't like fire here. The benefits of the Molotov cocktail with the AoE are really just not as good as I'd like them to be. I think I'd rather have the handgun on Leona. Hold up. I mean, she does, but there's no way she's going to deal 16 damage to the boss somehow and not explode in the process. There's just no way. Like, there's nowhere that she can go safely. Yeah, especially when he's all the way over there now. It's like, okay, well, we go over here, here. Can't reach him with anything. It's just going to be an endless game of Ring Around the Rosie until something inevitably is able to hit us. Yeah, like snipers. Yeah. Ah. Rip. Okay. So number one change is I want Leona to have her classic loadout. That's going to be the biggest thing. Having the Molotov really just did not help us and actively hurt us at different points. I'm not entirely sure. I'm not entirely sure about how I feel about the loadout that we have on Ralph, or not Ralph, Clark either. First in that position when you say Falcons do better than I expected. Nothing those were champions. Once I champions. Maybe strong erase the ride of blood. The hell? Is that like the issue that Leona has? But yeah, so like Clark Classic. I don't like overtime. Fired Up gives you the Gale, which is nice. The automatic handgun kind of sucks, though, if you can't get any damage upgrades for it, which we didn't find over the course of the run. Stargazer is nice, but you have to be in melee range to trigger it. Clark Classic, you have a much better damaging primary weapon. And then the shotgun does have good damage and can hit in an AoE. You start with the Argentine Backbreaker, which also hits an adjacent unit. But it has no covering instigator, which is nice. That is solid. So I think that would be the better way to go with Clark. Now, Leona. The Molotov is just annoying. It's just annoying. The number of times we've like accidentally set ourselves on fire, I'm not a fan of. I'd rather have the simple direct 3 damage. The laser rifle, piercing 4 damage, very nice, and it gives us the same abilities. Ralph, though. Ralph, I think, is a good choice for having something like remote punches. We could also go with brute force and afterburn with power up, and we still get dynamite punch. So that might not be bad. Because as we're going up in difficulty levels, I'm finding more direct damage to clear bosses and tanky enemies. Overall feels more valuable than AoE. So I think, because both of them start with dynamite punch, I think we go with power up for the next one. I think that's going to be the play. That said, though, guys, I think I'm going to wrap this one up here at the end of a run, successful or not. Seems like a good place to call it. I'm getting tired. Jane's going to be done with her art lesson soon. So I think I'll wrap this one up here, and then potentially tomorrow, depending on if I have work Sunday morning, which I will find out tomorrow, we'll do another one, because I do love streaming MST with you guys. It is a ton of fun. So that said, for now, though, I'm going to wrap this one up here. Thank you for being here, everyone. It was lovely to come back to do some streaming with y'all after Thanksgiving, and I'm looking forward to getting back into the full routine going forward. But for now, I do hope that everyone has a good night. Stay safe and healthy out there. And remember, be good to each other, everybody. Bye now.